Hey yo, it's time once again for a random Raw review. Can you tell I'm not drunk now? and last time we chose an infamous Raw. This was a little more random, and I chose a 1 hour Raw so it'd be a little easier to digest this time, and also I kind of want to try to make the video a little shorter. So I chose a Raw. Let me find it. July 12th, 1993 Raw. Now, this Raw's big match, its only match really, was Yokozuna defending the WWF Championship against Crush, which I believe was the first title match, at least televised title match, after he won the title back from Hogan. So I never watched this match, so I thought it'd be interesting. I never watched this Raw either. So let's check it out. Okay, so we open with Yokozuna versus Crush immediately. Starting with their entrance, Yokozuna started in first. There were like women in the ring, like in the, how they give the flowers in Japan. Yokozuna got the flowers and he threw them outside the ring, which he's done before, which was funny. Bobby Heenan on commentary. Bobby the Brain, one of the best, definitely the best heel commentator of all time. Easily. Macho Man Randy Savage, who's okay, and Vince McMahon, who's pretty bad. Not quite horrible, but he's not good. You talk about Luger slamming Yokozuna, and Bobby Heenan makes the comment he's made many times around this time about how it was a hip toss. Alright, we get the old school Raw theme, the also kind of known as the first Botchamania intro. The intro. So Crush comes out. Crush is the Kona gimmick. He has the, Crush, he's in the Hawaiian style. He has a pretty cool theme. He has something like, yep, and a good little beat. So it starts off, Yoko hits a body slam, but he takes a big boot and he kind of goes through the middle rope and goes outside the ring. And Crush hit this weird splash in the corner. It's kind of hard to explain it. Well, he was going for a forearm too. I don't know if he messed up or he's trying to combine the moves or was it supposed to be a forearm. I don't know, but it looked okay. Yoko, he hit him with a chop to the throat. He did a stun gun on the ropes. Super kick from Yokozuna. He's mostly dominating this match, He misses a butt bump in the corner, and Crush takes advantage with a nice looking drop kick. It looked pretty good. Crush didn't hit a shoulder block from the top rope, which I thought was good. That was cool. I didn't know he could do that. He goes for the top rope again, but he gets hit by, also he went for a pin, but Yoko kicked out. He gets hit by Mr. Fuji with the flag on the outside. Yoko gets him back in the ring, hits a belly, a leg drop. He hits a bonsai for the win. However, he keeps going, hitting a second bonsai. A third one. Tataka comes out, trying to save the day. He gets chopped to the head, knocked outside the ring. A fourth bonsai. This is crazy. Random wrestlers start getting in the ring, like kind of the local talent. Yoko starts whooping their ass. And then Macho Man stands up from the commentary booth. He pulls Crush away before he can hit another bonsai. Oof. And then he's outside the ring. He's having a stare down with Yoko. He gets to a chair. He starts hitting it like towards the middle rope. And in my opinion, this was an okay match. It was rare to have world title matches on TV at the time, especially for WWF. Well, Saturday Night Main Event, they did it. But, this was after Saturday Night Main Event, and this was a regular Raw, It's pretty well. And the match, it was a good job making Yoko look like a monster and a diddler. Make it look like a very unpleasant man. Very bad. It was good. I love that. And the Crush, I thought he was a lot worse than this, but he was pretty good in this. He was okay. And, anyway, we come back. We went to commercial. We come back. Crush being carried on the stretcher to the back. Bobby Heenan says that after Lex faces Yokozuna, he will beat a body cast. Bobby Heenan gives this great promo right to the camera where he puts over Yokozuna. But then at the end, he makes a weird comedy line. I don't quite get it. He says like, Yokozuna, this man is danger. This man is a monster. Luger, you need to back away. And he says, Yokozuna, this man, aka Yokozuna, is dangerous with a capital C. I don't know. We have next the Head Shrinkers, which is Fatu, the future Rikishi, and Samu versus Aaron Ferguson and PJ Walker, the future Just Incredible, who I follow on Twitter. How about that? The Head Shrinkers start jumping from the beginning. Ferguson takes this dangerous bump where they throw him in the air and he's supposed to fall down, and he ends up falling nearly on his neck completely. It looked bad. And then the Head Shrinkers, they roll him over, so he makes tag to PJ. McMahon mentions that neither PG or Ferguson feel like they won the $1 million Powerball lottery. I thought that was just kind of funny. Fatu would splash from the top for the win. Squash. If you like head shrinkers, there you go. This was a good little hype video for Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. A rematch for the IC title next week on Raw. They did a good job of telling the story, like within a span of 10 seconds, where it's like, Marty Jannetty is a former Intercontinental Champion. He's beaten Shawn Michaels before. Can he do it again? And Shawn Michaels, he's lost the title. Can he retain? Alright, so we got Tatanka versus Brooklyn Brawler. It's their next match. They mentioned Tatanka is still undefeated. Gee, I wonder if the streak is in jeopardy against Brooklyn Brawler. We all know Brooklyn Brawler. He has a history of big wins, you know. Brooklyn Brawler. When you think of huge wins, wrestlers with this great win percentages, you think of Brooklyn Brawler, don't you? Like number 1, maybe number 5, maybe not number 1, you know. Alright. Oh, we get actually some commercials. We get a Lex Psycho Pro commercial, which was kind of funny. And it was alright. And we get Macho Man, Slim Jim, the one he has the chips, and he throws the chips. He goes, "You want excitement? Get a real stick. Get a real Slim Jim." I love that. I love Slim Jim too. Bobby Heenan claims the Brooklyn Brawler has no fans, and that's the way he likes it. I thought that was good. They start with a shoving match in the corner. Tatanka's beaten Brooklyn Brawler. Macho Man's back. He gives us an update on Crush. All he really says is he's being taken away for the Manhattan Center, which is where Raw was being taped. And Brooklyn Brawler slaps Tatanka and runs outside. And then he runs back in the ring with him chasing him. He gets caught with a power slam. And then Brooklyn Brawler comes a little back, gets close. And he hits a neck breaker, looked pretty good, like a Rude Awakening style neck breaker, you know. And then he doesn't really go for the pin, though. He just gives a kick to Tatanka's head. Then they started having a pretty slow part of the match with a lot of chin locks I didn't like. And Brooklyn started, Brawler started choking him with his shirt, which I thought that was a good little kill spot, you know. It works. And then Tatanka with a comeback, and he hit this chop off top rope. He started doing like the dance he does this time, and he hit a Samoan drop, which a man I think called like, "Oh," and that was it. And I don't really care about the match. It was the neck breaker was nice, and the choke in the shirt, but like there's really nothing to say. This was too long. It could have been shorter. Oh, we get some interviews. This is weird. We get some interviews with the fans outside the arena, and they're talking about Lex Luger. Every single one said they thought that he should get a title shot against Yokozuna. And it was like 3 kids and one man. And I thought it was funny. Like, what if you had one kid that just goes, "No, we don't want Lex to get a title shot." I don't want that. What are you talking about? Yeah, anyways. Mr. Hughes out next, carrying the urn of The Undertaker. Mr. Hughes, if you don't know who he was a big black guy, a big black wrestler. Mostly wrestled in the 90s. Didn't really have a lot of fame, though. He's dressed like IRS, the suspenders in the long white sleeve shirt, black pants. He has sunglasses on, which he keeps on the whole match. I forgot to write that down, but he doesn't have an interest theme, which I find interesting because everybody pretty much does. Before the match, we see a black wreath being delivered, you know, for funerals, like a wreath. Yeah, kind of obvious. Go with that. His opponent is Tony DeVito. One of the things he does I thought was kind of, I don't know, just to mark out, to point out, he grabbed the dude by the back of the hair when he was running, and the ropes, and he kicked him in the back. You know, he had a pretty good drop kick. He hit like a sort of falling choke slam, like he caught the guy off the ropes and just kind of fell with him on the way out. And, you know, running off the ropes. It was a short squash. And the choke slam was alright, but there's nothing really that good about this. He starts to turn the reef in anger. He says to the camera, "Undertaker, you want me to come? Oh, you want to come? You want me? Oh, you want me? Come and get me. You know where to find me, boy." Man, it was what it was. We got Mean Gene with a SummerSlam report. I kind of like these, you know. It's kind of old school. I can dig it. All he really says is, SummerSlam also was on a Monday, which I thought was kind of funny. Because, you know, I've never seen a pay-per-view on a Monday since I've been alive. I know there were some when I was younger that were, but I didn't have cable or pay-per-view then. But all he really talks about is Bret Hart and Lawler. He does say Lex is going to be making an announcement on Superstars. So, yeah. Wonder what that could be. Ooh, I wonder. SummerSlam 93. What announcement could Lex have? Maybe he's going to announce that he wants to try against Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental title. Or Marty Jannetty, whoever he wants that IC title. Or maybe he's like, you know what, I'm the real king of the World Wrestling Federation, not Jerry Lawler or Bret Hart. We get a Men on a Mission rap vignette. I thought it was funny before this. Bobby Heenan said they were men who live and sleep in a mission. That was a good line. Didn't really care for Oscar's rap. I thought the green screen they had was kind of funny. But like, I feel like I could do a better rap. So I'm like, "Look at the big man. They call him Mabel. He's the biggest, baddest dude on cable." Like, That was basically the rap they were doing, but he was talking about Mabel being able. About Mo. His name is Mo. Don't call him Joe. Okay. I'll be saying so like, his name is Mo. He'll beat you down for the dough. Because you can't say ass. It's PG era, you know. It's more PG than the current era. Anyway. So, Adam Bomb, baby, in the main event. I like Adam Bomb. You know, he didn't do much with the gimmick, but I like a gimmick. He has a cool ass theme. He's got Johnny Polo's manager, aka Raven. Adam Bomb. He's got these green eyes that he wears condoms for, and the long red tongue. That's awesome to me. I like that. His opponent is Scott Amati. Fucking Scott Amati. Amati, I think it's spelled. Okay. So anyway, Bomb's just throwing him around with the greatest of ease. He grabs him like throws him across the ring at one point like a hip toss neck throw. That looked really cool. Just beating down the kid. The kid doesn't do anything. It's a good backbreaker for like a power. So like, you know the backbreaker where you had the guy here and he puts it on the knee. He did that. He didn't hit a stomach claw on the guy after, which I thought was cool. He froze him outside and he like did a body slam outside where he froze him. He's outside the ring already. Like he's on the apron floor. He froze him like kind of like that, so he lands. Then he got him back in the ring. He did a flying clothesline, a power bomb, but the kind where he had him on the shoulder, and he bit him out, and that was it. And it was a short squash, but I love the band's theme, and this was okay, man. You know, for a squash, it was fun. And next week on Raw, they're gonna have Jerry Lawler's gonna have Tiny Tim on King's Court. Tiny Tim. Who's Tiny Tim? He was a singer, I believe, with a ukulele or something like that. I don't know a lot about Tiny Tim. I know he was on King's Court. Oh, we get a commercial for Hasbro toys. That brought back some nostalgia. Macho Man and Hogan and Jake the Snake, stuff like that. Although they didn't show Jake, they showed like Boss Man. And then we end the show with a hype package for next week. The 1-2-3 Kid will be in action. The debut of Men on a Mission, Tiny Tim on King's Court, and Shawn versus Marty. Maybe I should have watched that match, that Raw instead of this one. Sounds better. I mean, they got Tiny Tim. Come on. Yeah. I think I watched that Shawn and Marty match before. It's pretty good. Not as good as the original, but it's good. I mean, I feel like I might have watched that whole Raw 1.2, but I don't remember. Anyway, so about this Raw, what did I think about it? Well, I did like the Yokozuna Crush match. It's nice to see Yokozuna win. He did cheat a little bit, but like he did the least cheating in this match that he did in his entire title reign, because his entire title reign they had some really bullshit finishes. Let's be honest. This one was a good finish. Like, all it did, like, yeah, Fuji hit him with the flag, but he did most of the work, and he looked like a monster at the end, just sitting on him over and over, the bonsais. And it was a good way to start building the feud, the heat between Macho and him, too. I think, really, they should have made Macho and Yokozuna at SummerSlam. They have a built-in feud there, you know. Lex can body slam him, but okay. You could have made Lex fight somebody like Ludwig Borga to get a shot at Yoko before, like, at Survivor Series or like on Raw, you know. In my opinion, you could have built that up. So just giving Lex a shot so early on. He was just barely a heel too, but it's all another issue. Lex isn't even on the show. They talk about him a lot, but you know. The squash matches, there wasn't really much there except for I did like the Adam Bomb match, but that's because I like Adam Bomb. I'm a fan of the gimmick. I would like to see him do more, but I would have made him like Intercontinental Champion or something. I mean, why not? He was good enough. That time he was good enough. Yeah, there's better guys like Shawn and Razor. But, like, if you wanted a short-term champion, especially a good short-term heel, I think he could have had... I don't think he ever had a match with Shawn. I think he could have had a good match with Shawn. But anyway, for the most part, I would say this Raw, like, the only thing really worth watching on it, unless you're an Adam Bomb fan, in the main event, really just the Yoko Crush match, that's it. And for the most part, it's a short Raw. It was an hour long, but, like, Ned Shrinker's match is okay, too, but I don't know that Aaron Fergusson guy. I hope he wasn't too hurt after that, because... that was a pretty bad looking bump. Oof, it looked like it went wrong. But yeah, for the most part, I would say this Raw, you take it or leave it. Yokozuna and Crush was alright. And Bomb's cool. But other than that, not much to say. It was kind of cool seeing some nostalgic commercials too, though, like the Slim Jims. I love the fact that Peacock and the network both let those in. Because they were on the network too. I've watched some Raws, they've had this commercial. I like that, you know. Leave the nostalgic commercials in. I know it's maybe sometimes an issue with paying companies, but I appreciate that. Anyway. Thank you for watching. Hi Sora. I'm sure you're probably watching this. Hope you're all having a great day. And I might review another Raw soon. I don't know. But anyway, bye for now.